Good morning, my beautiful friends, and happy almost new year. I wanted to talk to you today about go. Just ready, set, go. So many times, I think we are, I don't know what the right word is, but we are halted by the desire and the need to be 100% prepared and 100% ready before we even start, before we even try. And there's so much like fear and anxiety and hesitation to just go, to just start, to just move, and to just push yourself over that threshold, over that line, whether it's in our physical journey, whether it's in our nutrition, whether it's in our goals, be it spiritual, emotional, financial, with your work, with your life, with your family, with whatever. If you're anything like me, there's so many fears and hesitations, and you're like, I know I have to do this and get this in line first and make sure this is happening and make sure no. Stop and just go. There's a book all about this, and it's by Jon Acuff. It's called Start. And the like tagline or whatever, the real title of the book, it's called, I want to make sure I get it right. So let me punch fear in the face, escape average, do work that matters, start. And the whole book is about overcoming excuses and just going. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect to just start. Yes. So I yesterday was having this like conversation with myself of like, I just really wish that it was June. Oh my gosh, January 6th already, so that I could like start bar blend and get it done. And then I just had this realization, like, why do I have to wait till next Monday? Like, I could start tomorrow. Why not? And at least with my nutrition, right? Like, I have all the tools I need to crush my journey with my nutrition. Oh, and if you've bought Bar Blend already, you already know that you have access to the first 5 workouts. So when it releases for real on Friday, this Friday, I don't know if they're going to release the next 5 workouts or not. Maybe they're not. And I know they're going to release 5 at a time, a week, every week, until there's all 40 available. But because we already have access to the first 5, I don't know if they're going to release the second 5 on Friday, or if they're just going to keep it the first 5, like, because we already have access to it and we have access to the first 5 days. Because the Monday group for coaches with Elise Joan, the trainer, starts next Monday. So I decided, you know what, I don't care. I don't care whether or not they're going to release the second 5 this Friday, or if it's just going to be the first 5 again. I'm starting tomorrow because I have access to the first 5 workouts, and I know that for sure. And I have access to a killer nutrition program. I can start tomorrow. Is it December 30th? Yeah. January 1st is on Wednesday. And I know for most people that's like going to be their start date, or they're going to wait till next Monday because it's the first Monday of January. But why not? What's holding me back from starting now? Because it's my life. Yeah. And I only have one life to live. And what am I waiting for? I'm 32 weeks pregnant. I'm 33. I think I'm 33 weeks pregnant, actually. And I don't have a goal to be like skinny right now. Hello, I'm pregnant. But I have a goal and a desire to do everything I can to nourish my body and nourish my baby and nourish my spirit and my emotionalness and all the things to the best of my ability. there's a lot of things in life I can't control, but I can control whether or not I work out, and I can control whether or not I eat healthy. Is it hard some days? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Especially because I am one of those people who struggle with emotional eating. And when life is hard, yes, I'm 33 weeks and 4 days. Sorry, I had to look at my app. Hello, third pregnancy problems. It's fine. But there's a lot of things in life that have been hitting hard lately. And food is something that I have turned to in the past for emotional security. And so it's hard on those days when life hits to not give in to those, like, whatever, I'm just going to eat my feelings away and it'll be fine. And then it doesn't ever help, because then I'm mad at myself for doing that. And it's a vicious cycle, for those of you who know what I'm talking about. But I can start today. And this is not me telling you, you need to start today too. This is me telling you and giving you permission that no matter what, no matter if everyone else is starting or not, no matter if it makes sense or not, no matter if it's a Wednesday or a Friday or a Sunday or June or March or November or whatever, you can start again. You can try again. You can brush yourself off again and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and just try again. So many books, so many people, so many podcasts, whatever, talk about the average American starts a goal January 1st, goes strong for like 6 weeks. And then by Valentine's Day, they've given up, like totally and completely. And I don't know if it's because it's the first holiday of the new year and they like have a treat or whatever. And then they're like, okay, whatever, I'm just going to throw in the towel because I totally botched everything. Right. But it was one bad day. There's 365 days in the year. And even if you have one bad day, you can still have 364 other great days, right? But unfortunately, we have this perfectionist mindset so often that we have to 100% do it the way we wanted to. Okay, and I failed, so I might as well just give up now. So don't allow yourself to fall into that trap. It's okay to make mistakes. Newsflash for you, in case you didn't know this already, you are human and you are not perfect. And you cannot expect yourself to be perfect because it's not in your nature to be perfect. It's in your nature to make mistakes. But it's not failure until you quit or until you begin to blame someone else. Those are the only ways that you can fail, is by quitting or by blaming somebody else for your lack of success. Yes? So decide that you're going to commit, that you're going to do your best. And when you mess up, you will love yourself through it. You will forgive yourself for it. And you will keep trying. One bad day does not have to equal a bad week. And a bad week does not have to equal a bad month. Because if it does, that is how people end the year, and it was a bad year. Yeah. Because they let bad days turn into bad weeks, which turned into bad months, which turned into bad years. Yes. It's a compound effect in the wrong way. So because I started barre today, there's these I Am motivational cards that come with it. I absolutely love them. And this was the one that she picked for today. And it just says, I am ready. And at the bottom, it says, I can handle anything life throws at me. I love that. And I bought this like $3 card stand thing on Amazon so that I can display my card that she picks everywhere. Well, that's the wrong side. Like put it in my kitchen, put it wherever I'm working so that I can remember all day long the I am statement for the day, so that this becomes not just a physical journey, but also a mental and emotional journey too. So I wanted to share one more quote with you from the book Start. And if your problem is not starting but finishing, he has another book. There's a book called Start by Jon Acuff that's all about punching fear in the face, escaping average, doing work that matters, like getting over that perfectionism of like, I need to have everything in line before I can do anything. I would suggest the book Start, but if your problem is not starting, your problem is actually like, okay, yeah, I'm really good at starting stuff, but I suck at like finishing and seeing things through. He has another book called Finish that's all about finishing things and not being a perfectionist and seeing things through. And he gives so many awesome, fabulous tips about how to do that. Let me find this quote real quick. I can't talk and think at the same time, apparently. Okay, so he has so many good like one-liner quotes, but a few of my favorites, and these all come from Start. One of them is luck is a word people who are lazy use to describe people who are hustling. I love that. Another one is start early. And the reality is that today is earlier than tomorrow. Another one I really love is be selfish at 5 a.m. If you can't, then you may not be ready for awesome. If your dream isn't worth waking up early, then you either have the wrong dream or you're just pretending you have one. You better go back to average. Nobody gets up early on the road to average. And I love that. I definitely think it's important to get 8 hours of sleep. So you can shift that time around according to like your family and when your family wakes up. But the point is to be selfish at the time in the morning when you can be alone and use that time to progress in your own goals and be awake when your family's not. And maybe that means for you, be selfish at 10 p.m. because that's the only time your family's asleep. And you just need to find that time when you can pursue your own goals and push yourself towards your awesome and have that discipline and that diligence to see it through, no matter if you feel like it or not. Another one that I love is 5 steps to getting it all done. And I know I've shared this on a previous call before. Number 1, admit that you can't possibly get it all done. 2, give yourself the grace to accept that as reality, not failure. 3, do the things you can do with your full attention. 4, celebrate what happens during step 3 instead of obsessing over the things you didn't get to. 5, repeat as necessary. Okay. I love that book. And it is one of the books that I have chosen to master in 2020. So I have a goal to read 60 books this year, 5 books a month. And I have picked 5 books that I want to listen to over and over and over and over and over and over again. Rather than reading 60 individual books, I want to read like 40 of those books. I want to read like those 5 books 8 times. And then 20 other books, whatever. But to truly master the concepts of the things that I know I struggle with. And if you need any suggestions when it comes to personal development, I got you. Yeah, I just need to know what you struggle with, whether it's like, okay, I really struggle with personal belief. I really struggle with intentional, like making the most out of the time I've been given. I really struggle with being present with my family. I really struggle with, nutrition. I really struggle with spirituality. I really struggle with whatever, fill in the blank, with whatever your personal development needs are. And I would love to give you suggestions if you want to be more intentional about your reading. Another book that's really good if you're more on the side of needing to finish what you start is a book called Atomic Habits. It's so solid and it is so good. And it's one of those books that's a really easy listen. I know some books are like, you start them and you're like, oh, I have to listen to that again. And it's like not very fun to listen to or read. Atomic Habits was not like that. It was one of those books that I like had a really hard time like turning it off. And I would like, oh my gosh, I listened to 2 hours today because I wanted to turn it on when I was showering, and I wanted to turn it on when I was getting ready, and I wanted to turn it on when I was driving, and I wanted to turn it on when I was doing the dishes, and I wanted to turn it on when I was cooking dinner, and all those things that are mindless and whatever. So I want to just give you permission to start, and to start again if you fail, when you fail. And to give yourself permission to start again on February 15th, and give yourself permission to start again on March 3rd, and to start again on April 17th, and to start again on July 9th, whatever that looks like for you. Yes, give yourself permission to just start and see it through. Finish your goals. And one more last tip about goal setting when it comes to 2020. I would really, really, really encourage you to not have any more than 3 to like 7-ish goals. Because any more than that, you're going to forget them. And I personally, as part of my morning routine, I write down my goals every single day to remember what it is that I'm pushing for every single day. So I have a relationship goal with my family, with my husband. I have a mom goal. I have a spiritual goal. I have a work goal. I have a physical goal. I have a financial goal. And I have, trying to think of all the ones that I write down every single day. I'm pretty sure I have 7. So I apologize that I'm blanking on the last one, but having a goal in each of the specific areas of your life and making sure that you are remembering them, whether you plaster them all over your mirror, or if you have like a vision board somewhere in your house, or you print a pillowcase and go to sleep on it every single night, or you make it the screensaver on your phone, or you have a board on Pinterest that you can scroll through the things that you want in life, or you have whatever. Like when you create your goals, when you create your vision for 2020, put it somewhere or multiple somewheres that you can remember it, so that you can actively start again and actively remember why it is that you're doing what you're doing. Yes? Okay. I love you. That's all I've got for today. If you're watching the recording, I will see you next week, January 6th. If you're on live, stay on live so we can chat for a sec. But I love you. Happy New Year. Stay safe and good luck with everything that you're pursuing in 2020.